Hi, I'm Michelle with Monumental Motivations. So I would like to introduce myself. I am a children's book author as well as an author of a couple of other journals. And I would like to come to you today with Monumental Motivations. What is Monumental Motivations? So I have always, well, being around other people, I have always been told that, wow, that was great what you shared with me, or hey, Michelle, what do you think? Um, so that led me to believe that some of the things that I say are valuable to people. And something that's monumental to me is something that is of value. So I would like to say that some people value the things I say. As I know for me, um, I always value when someone shares like a bit of wisdom with me that is powerful. Um, Something that is life changing for me or life moving, or it may be something that just helped me through a tough time that I'm having, um, or something that just moves me to not only help myself and also to help others. So I would like to believe that having people around you that impart wisdom into you, um, to me, again, that's something that's monumental to me. So I have, achieved some great things in my life. And when I think about how did I do those things, um, for me, I was very resilient. Although I was really shy and a withdrawn person, kind of like stayed in my shell. Um, so I would like to say, me sitting in this egg shaped chair, even though it could sound corny to other people, but or it could motivate somebody else. Um, this is like me coming out of my shell, um, flying out of my nest. Um, I know that I have um, a lot of great things to share with others, and I know that I was placed on this earth for a purpose. We all have a purpose for being here. I can say that I love words. I love to talk. I like deep conversations, um, and everything that that I do. People will always say, "Oh, here comes Michelle," or "She's gonna talk about the Bible," or "She's gonna tell us something." I'm a teacher, a preschool teacher, and I just always like to teach. I just always like to leave something great with a person to better their life. And even the clothes that I wear, as my light is kind of shining, but my shirt here says "Be kind." Um, so please even be kind to me during my first video. um, so I like to wear things that motivate people. I like to say things that motivate people. So if I can do that, I would do it in any shape, form, or fashion by my actions. Um, I always felt that for me, I wanted my life to speak volumes for my little sisters. I have three sisters, um, and they always would say that I was always the teacher in the bunch. Uh, that I always had something to tell them or teach them. And whenever they're going through things, they call me as well as me calling them. I always tell them, you know, I think there's a teacher in all of us. They they share stuff with me, and as we grow and I listen to my sisters now, I'm like, wow, just to see them grow and know that you something that they impart in me that they may not have known before, or I can hear the growth in their conversation and the words that they share with me. um, so there's a teacher in all of us, and I feel that we all have something to give in this world. And I feel that mine is motivating people, mine is teaching others. So it, if I'm if I have listened to a podcast, if I have listened to something, on YouTube, if I've read a good book, I'm always, almost always wanting to share it. Um, and sometimes in conversations, it's hard for me sometimes. I love to listen, but a lot of times I'm on edge with wanting to share something that I know. And I'm like, well, you can't be rude, you can't, but in a conversation and when someone else is talking. So I teach my kids this in our classroom. You have to raise your hand to speak, and we take turns, my turn, your turn. All of those are conversation skills. So I have to remember, even though when I'm like so on edge to share something, to wait and take my turn in sharing what I know. So I would like to start monumental motivations off by saying we all have a purpose here. And if I can say something that's going to help you go either find your purpose or go deeper with your purpose, or if there is something that you have been inspiring to do or just been wanting to do, but you either feel afraid to do it, or you either feel that things have to be a certain way, or things have to be put in place for you to get them done, or just not feeling motivated to do it. I just want to be here to encourage people, to motivate you to know that you have everything inside of you to do what you want. I myself have always had social anxiety, like afraid to talk in front of others. So this is great for me. Like when I went to school online, it was like the best education ever for me because I didn't have to speak in front of the classroom. How many of you felt that way? Like you would literally, especially in elementary and high school, you would like literally count to see how many people had to answer that question before the teacher got to you. That was me. In college, oh my gosh, I took a speech class, and I was like so afraid to speak in front of others. And we had to give a persuasive speech. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to persuade someone to do anything when I'm like so terrified and afraid to get up and talk in front of anyone? So um, I was like, what could I persuade people to do? So I couldn't think of anything. So when he got to me, to ask, like he was asking each person going down the line, and he'll write like what they wanted to give their persuasive speech about. And when it got to me, I was like, um, I said seatbelts, and I'm like, why did I just say seatbelts? Where did that come from? Um, but I would like to say divine order, because I gave a speech on seatbelts, not knowing it was on seatbelts, but driving careful and being safe. So, and I hope my little sister don't mind me sharing this, but my sister had a really bad childhood accident, and she got hurt, and I gave a speech and told them what happened to her. And so the looks on their faces and I had them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could tell they're paying attention to me. They're paying attention to me. Um, when I was done giving that speech on making sure you drive careful, drive safe, know what you're doing when you know, get behind the wheel. If you're a young driver, um, be careful, be mindful when you're driving past and there's children. Um, but I would have to get permission from her to actually um, tell what happened with that. I'll never forget that day. And in the end, um, and it's something for a while that, you know, we really didn't want to talk about, because that whole situation was something near and dear to us, the people involved. So that's what I mean. But anyway, I gave that speech, and I was told that speech got you a seat in this class. And I'm like, I'll take a C. I'll take that C. Uh, because I was just so like scared. My social anxiety was like so bad. Um, so I say that to say as well, but when I would talk in one on one with someone or in small groups with someone, I can just talk on and on and on and on and on. So I would like to say to you, what's that one thing about you that people pinpoint out about you, or you know there's this one thing that you do well, and it just seems to seamlessly flow from you. It's nothing that you do with effort, or and if you, you do it a little bit with effort, maybe it's that one thing that you might have to go try and perfect, but it just still flows out of you like water. That's that thing that you know you're supposed to be doing. That's that thing that's your purpose. Um, so for me, it's always been sharing knowledge, sharing wisdom, um, motivating others. I have always been told, oh, Michelle, you made me feel so much better about that thing. Or, you know, I always hear like, you're so kind. Excuse me. You're so kind. You just too, you're nice. Or you're too nice. Or as my husband would sometimes tell me, you see everything through rose colored glasses. Well, yes, because it just makes life um, so much better. It really does. Um, because when you can see the good in things, who wants to go around life always thinking negative? Or when you know what's real, but you just need a little bit of sunshine in your day. I believe that's why I became a preschool teacher, pre-K teacher, early childhood teacher, I would say, because I love imagination. I love um, being me. And children allow you to do that. They will tell you if you want to know the truth. Ask a child because they will tell you. They're so innocent in the things they say. Um, but I love being in that world of imagination and pretend, and when things are not like so hard in life, when you can see the good in everything, um, because the word does say humble yourself like a child, be as a child, um, and it does. It just makes everything better. So if I can say something to motivate anyone, because my students, my kids motivate me every day. Um, when they give me those kind words, Miss Michelle, you're pretty. Miss Michelle, I like your hair. Miss Michelle, I like your nails. Miss Michelle, you're funny. Could I have a hug? So it makes life so much better. I know some people, this just came to my mind because I had this discussion with my son, or rather, I was trying to tell him, and he's like, Mom, give it a break. So I talked about holidays, and as you grow older, you find truth in many things. Let's just say that, and that's okay. It's okay to be awakened, and to be woke about different things and the meaning behind things. So I would say this: as I get deeper and I find out the meaning behind different things or of things, and sometimes that truth can be harsh, that truth can be a little ugly. So I said to my son, I like having life with holidays because just think, okay, every holiday has a true meaning, and a things are added that are imaginative. So, what would life be without those imaginative things? I think it would take a lot of joy away. Um, Christmas without believing. When kids are little, they believe in Santa, and I can remember being so excited about waking up on Christmas morning for to see those gifts. Now, when you get older, you have a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'm not gonna teach my kids about Santa, um, or tell my kids about Santa." I'm going to say, it's real. Let it be real, because even with fairy tales, or come on, things like superheroes, for instance, would you may be in love with a superhero, Black Panther, Superman, Spider-Man. And when you watch those movies, come on, it's so good. And you need that. You need those things in life to take you away from the harshness of life, the mundane things, the hard things. So I love believing in Santa. I love when the Easter bunny with the eggs and putting them out for my children. Um, I love, well, Valentine's Day is all about love. Um, so Halloween, and yeah, we know the meaning behind these things. We do. I love to play dress up in my classroom with my kids. It's so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. Um, and I believe that's why I became an author. I love reading books to kids. Those characters in those stories, I love bringing a story to life, and dressing up and acting out things. Again, it just makes life so good. Um, so, monumental motivations to me, however I feel I can motivate someone, I want to do it. Whatever life bring with this channel, with this podcast, I just want to talk about different topics, and I want to motivate people in in any and everything that they're doing. Um, so number one right now, be kind. Be kind. Um, I may not get everything right on this channel, through this podcast. I can say some things that you may not agree with, or things that you may feel that it's not true. Um, Again, I'm just all about motivation, motivating you to be your best self, love yourself, be all that you can be, um, reach for your highest self, know your purpose, know why you were put here on earth, know that you have something to give to this world. Don't sit on it, don't hold it to yourself. Don't leave this world without emptying yourself. Um, I pray every day, and my prayer is that I don't leave this earth until I have emptied out every part of me that I'm supposed to give to this earth, to leave, to make it a better place. Um, so I've been in my shell for a long time. And this is my way of coming out of that shell and motivating the masses, um, sharing a cute children's story, sharing my journal that's coming out, Healing Goodbyes, which is such a powerful thing. Letting go of what was, letting go of something that you just knew it was for you, and you did everything in your power to make that thing happen. And so far as it hasn't happened, and you don't want to give it up, but life is pushing you to um, either give it up, or maybe it's coming in a different way and in a different form, or maybe not now. And because not now is good. So I've been given a not right now. And my not right now have led me in front of my camera, um, led me to be an author, led me to talk to others and to motivate others. I was pushing for something with all my might and all my heart. And I'm not saying that I will never have it. Um, and a part of me feels like if I don't get to have it, and I'll be sharing that with you later, um, as well with my soul, because I know that my steps are being ordered, and I know that everything that I'm supposed to have, everything that I'm supposed to be, um, all of those steps for me is being led by the Lord. Um, that's my belief in divine order. And I just feel, well, with experience now, I know that you will be led to do what you're supposed to be doing here. I believe that. And it's okay. We hear the phrase never give up. Okay. So I empower and I say to others, never give up. Okay. Um, but if it, not really a but. So if life is saying to you that thing um, that you're pushing for, if life is saying this has to come first, or XYZ before that, or maybe life will say, let that go because I have this over here for you. And I'm here to say it's okay to allow yourself to be open to receive everything, everything that life has for you. And I'm so grateful that that I can heal and that I can move on and that I can say not now or goodbye if I need to. But know that everything is by divine order, and know that you can make plans, but again, life has its way. God have his way of giving you that final say so. And know that that say so is divine order and purpose. It's your purpose. You may feel one thing, but purpose will show you another. And it's okay. What's that thing that has you boggled down and it's weighing you down and it becomes too heavy? Who wants to wear that vest all the time? You know, we do. If you wear that vest where and all these pockets on there, you know, like when you buy that new coat or new jacket and you think it's so cool because you have like, oh, it got a inside pocket here, or, you know, there's pockets over here, and I love pockets, but sometimes you can put so many things in those pockets, and this vest can get heavy. It can weigh you down. You'll be wearing a weighted vest. I have those in my classroom where some kids with different needs need weighted things to help them be still. But know that in life, when you wear that vest, it will, with all these things, make you be still, and you will miss out on so much that life has to offer you if you continue to carry all those things and keep trying to push something that's just not for you, or you're pushing what was. You need to let go sometime of what was. You need to heal your body, heal yourself, heal your mind, your body, and your soul. Love you. Okay? There is a time when you need to take that vest off. There is a time when you need to take everything out of those pockets. Just like the seasons change, it's time to take off the jacket. It's time to take off the vest, the puffer vest that we all love. It's time to take off the winter coat. It's time to now change their wardrobe and put on something lighter, okay? And lighter to me means light, as this pack light. Um, it brings forth light, and light brings forth you can see that vision even more clearer. So I know for me, I had to heal and pack light to be the light, to be able to see what was being set before me. Um, so if I can motivate you in any kind of way, number one, please be kind. Kindness just brings about um, great energy around you. Um, just an example, I was in the nail shop today, and I don't normally go get my nails done. It's just something I started doing lately. Um, and she was telling me like there was a little portion of my nail that wasn't dry for her when she was ready to put that certain coat on. So she would rub it with the pad, and that one little area wouldn't keep the polish on. And she said, I need you to hold it, hold it like this. Um, I'm like, okay, I was holding it. I wasn't even touching the pad. But anyway, it happened twice. And she's like, you did, I said, stop. You're not going to make this a bad experience for me um, because of something that you're doing. You're not going to make this a bad experience for me. And she, of course, said something out loud. And I said, if that's what you need to do to get it out, you go ahead. But you're not going to make this a bad experience for me. Now, I'm going to put my hand right here. And I was like to myself, like, what is this? But I'm going to put my hand right here, and we going to get this done. So I just stayed quiet after that the rest of the way. And she wanted to smile. I was smiling. Um, but when it was all done, I said thank you, and you have a good day. She was smiling. I said, still, gave my tip. One might would say, I wouldn't have gave her nothing, or no, because I have to be kind. Because I want kindness to come back to me. I wasn't going to put out the energy that she was putting out because I wanted the rest of my day to be good. And it ended up being good. My sister came over and she made a dinner. She was happy for me for my new book. So yeah, it ended up being a great day. So I would like to invite you to Monumental Motivations. Let's get this started. I'm excited. Be kind. Love yourself. Know that you were put here for a purpose. There's a purpose for you. There's a purpose for me. And if I can say anything that will motivate you to help you to be your best self, I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. I would like to say, enjoy your holidays. Just be good to yourself. Be kind. Motivations. I'm here. Monumental Motivations. That's what it is. I love you. Pretty soon I know I'll have that catchphrase in the beginning and in the end when you'll know when I'm ending. But peace, love, and blessings. Take care.